stay in the team. So now I can bet the underdog lines.
Team overdog, where you at? Let me hear you.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. It's just $5 to win $200 if your team wins.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Maybe if I wait here and ignore my unpaid invoices long enough, they'll pay themselves and magically disappear. Nope, still there. Why wait? With QuickBooks, you can send invoices and get paid 4 times faster. Proud sponsor of the NFL. Game of Inches.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's taken down, able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And the Rams at a disappointing 0-4 for the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0-4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it.
To throw is Stafford.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Open man, Higbee, the tight end.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, LA!
The losing streak can take it on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do now. The key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
That looked like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
Fielded at about the 28. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Play action. Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us if they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Touchdown!
Cooper Kupp,
His 4th touchdown on the year.
and the Rams are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Hey, I'm looking at this goddamn football game.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Taken from about the 12.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Steps away. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done
Man,
some
what the
good
fuck
work.
that doing, man?
On 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
So how about this this for a start. 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line.
Man, all y'all niggas throwing the kick like that, bro. All y'all niggas, everybody play the same, dog. Everybody. That's crazy.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. So that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. $21-0 our score after 1. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. 3rd and long for Prescott.
Get the fuck out of here, man. What's the fuck going on with this shit, man?
To do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way. At least not through the
Nigga
first
been
3
throwing the
drives.
ball crazy
They're
all
definitely
fucking
gonna put
night,
their heads
bro.
together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
It's crazy.
4th down, Prescott. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Now Stafford. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw, Stafford. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he slings one that's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in your own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Pollard going to try the right side, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Really good job of that double team linebackers kind of
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson, 27 yards. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later.
Yeah, because this shit some bullshit here, bro.
Yes, 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to honor a pass. They pass it there, and it works.
So pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. Prescott to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. From the 10,
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first. Prescott. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Stafford on 1st down. Dancing to his left. It'll be a loss of 15 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. The fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here's Riley Dixon now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
A tone for that. He's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line.
I see you got that little blitz.
And it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
See that.
Here's Prescott. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
All right, Sam. I said, all right, go ahead. I let you finish the drive by. I'm going to quit after that.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Stafford. They find some open field here. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The coverage maybe too.
Quarterbacks who are first-round picks around the league, they're at 30. But what's interesting